What's going on, everybody? This is Evony Jesus coming to you from server 1143. Today we're actually not looking too much in the game itself, but rather at a conversation that I've been having with Elena. Elena is part of the Evony customer support team. She is the person who led the developer call last week and is really the only face that we as a player base have for contacting somebody with the game to get issues resolved. And so after the call with the developers last week, I specifically sent her a message following up on Wonder 3 because as many of you I'm sure have seen, Genghis did a video specifically showing where customer support is telling people that season rankings this time are going to be based on top 200 in the entire game. He had screenshots from another player that had spoken to customer support, and they had been told that. But as you all also know, the glory achievement within Wonder very clearly shows that Wonder 3 can be unlocked during a season of Ultimate War Battle of Constantinople, which we are currently in, and that during that time, top 200 rankings in personal score by continent will qualify you for Wonder 3. So there's a lot of confusion going back and forth on who's going to be able to unlock Wonder 3 this go around. And so I sent Elena a message just asking for clarification at this point, and said somebody needs to send out a clarifying message to every player on the entire game stating whether or not Wonder 3 for the current season is based on all servers in the game or whether it's based on the top 200 in personal score for the continent that you're on. The event menu very clearly shows that we're in Ultimate War season, and the glory requirement within Wonder clearly says that during seasons of Ultimate War, if you score in the top 200 by personal score, you can unlock Wonder 3. But there's no continent ranking scoreboard currently, so we can't see where we stand. And customer support is telling us multiple things. They're telling some people that it's going to be top 200 by the entire game. They're telling other people that it's going to be top 200 by server, which is extremely vague and implies that 200 players per server are going to get it, which is never going to happen, but that's the way it's reading. And then they're telling some people that the scores are going to be updated at the end of the 4 rounds, but not specifying what the qualification is going to be for unlocking Wonder 3. And so I said, regardless of the actual decision, a mail needs to be sent to all players in the game clarifying what the requirements are for Wonder 3 for this season, because no one is giving people a straight answer, and we deserve to know what's actually going to have an impact on us in the game. And so I got a response from Elena early this morning. I'm in Central Time, USA, and so this was 3:30 this morning for me. Elena is saying that she confirmed with the development team that it is based on the continent for this season of Battlefield of Constantinople. So the development team has said that it was mentioned in the announcement sent before. Now, I'm not sure which announcement she's mentioning. I'm sure that it was mentioned somewhere in one of the announcements buried deep in the text. But I don't have that handy, and I'm not going in and digging through. And so I sent her the screenshots. This one is actually from Genghis's video that shows very clearly that customer support is telling this player that the rankings for this season are going to be top 200 on the entire game, not per continent. The player very clearly said, hey, it's normally top 200 from each continent, not the entire game. But right there at the bottom, they say, this season there are no divisions, so players need to be in the top 200 on all servers to unlock wings. Very clear indication there that it's not going to be by continent, according to customer support. And then this is actually from a player on my server who's been asking for clarification as well. And she's like, it says here that we're in Ultimate War and that each continent top 200 can get Wonder 3, but we see no rankings per continent. And customer support is telling her that the rankings will be updated after the BOC's 4 rounds are over. So it's not showing, they're saying we're not going to tell you what your personal ranking is until the end of the season when you don't have any ability to change it anymore. And so I sent those 2 screenshots to Elena and said, As you can see here, customer support is sending very mixed signals. They're saying it's top 200 in the entire game in the first screenshot, but then in the second one, not being specific. Yet you're saying that the developers confirmed it is top 200 by continent, but we still have no way to track where we are score-wise in our continent. And so that's why I'm telling you that there needs to be a new announcement sent to all players in the game that clarifies what is actually going to be followed, as well as an update to the personal scoreboards so that people can see their current standings. And so, according to Elena, it is going to be top 200 by continent. Customer support is being extremely contradictory. They're telling people different things depending on who you talk to. But coming from Elena, which I don't want to say she's a reliable source, but at the same time, she has been able to give us information in the past. Elena's saying it's going to be top 200 by continent. So if you are pushing for Wonder 3, keep trying. You're going to be doing it a little bit blindly. I'm on continent 5. On C5, the last round of Ultimate War season for BOC, to get Wonder 3, you had to average about 13 to 14,000 score per week to rank in the top 200. I would anticipate that if you're scoring 15,000 or 16,000 score per week, that you should be able to hit that benchmark. But like I said, right now you don't have any way to see it. But with all this information, at the very least, you've got a fighting chance of getting it on the back end of things from customer support. If you can show them, hey, here's a bunch of contradictory information. Nobody knows what it is. I worked my tail off. I spent these speed ups. I spent these gems. I spent these march speeds, so on and so forth in order to get this, but couldn't measure my progress, and there's a lot of mixed signals. I want all of those items back, or I want Wonder 3. And it'll give you a fighting chance, if nothing else. So please like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, let me know what you guys are thinking, what you guys are experiencing. Definitely go take a look at Genghis's video. He's got a lot of good information that he's been sharing on the progress of this on his end. I'll keep you updated here too. Thanks and have a good day.